Welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. Excuse the background, but Graphic Policy headquarters is going under a little construction to make sure that we're prepped and ready for the apocalypse. So for the next couple videos, we're probably going to have a little goofy of a background. Who freaking knows how long it's going to take. Whatever. We've got a new unboxing. We talked about this service before. We did their Kickstarter unboxing. This is Blindbox Comics. It's one of the numerous services out there that you can pay. This one's a little bit expensive. I think it varies on depending what you get. Can't really think of it off the top of my head of how much it is. But you pay a certain amount a month and you get single issues. Now, this isn't trade paperback, so you get single issues curated by the group, basically comics they think are cool and that you'll dig out. The one thing that I think will stand out about Blindbox Comics that's actually really, really neat is they do a bunch of variants. For the next couple ones, there's all Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle variants, and the way their service works is you can pay and get just the single issues that whatever they pick up. You can get just the variant, or you can get a combo of the variant and the single issues. I opted for the variant and single issues for at least 3 months. As I said, we're gonna try things out for 3 months with most of these services and go from there. The packaging, it's interesting. It's pretty bare bones, and I will give it to them on that. And things are taped pretty well, so that it's actually kind of a pain in the butt to open up. So we're just going to tear things open. So this is, I guess we count as December? Whatever. We're going to open the variant last. So they come with the main comics. This is Blindbox Comics. The main comics come in this package. Last month there was actually some pretty cool comics. There was things like I Hate McFairyland, Clean Room, I don't remember a couple others. It was a lot of books that I had, but there was a couple I didn't, and no matter what, there were ones I didn't necessarily own, so that was kind of cool. So first things first, first books we have is The Goddamned, Jason Aaron and R.M. Guerra and Galia Brusca. Probably pronounced that last name wrong. Goddamn's really kind of a cool new take on the Bible. I guess the only way to describe it. It's Jason Aaron. Of course, it's going to be good. Jason Aaron is an amazing writer. The thing immediately jumps out is there's these little cards that are in here. We've got Spider-Man and Human Torch. It says, I thought we were going to wait for backup to get here. And then Spider-Man says, well, some of us started freezing, so I took care of it. Let's open up the other. So we get these cards. There's one that's got discount code for $5 off all orders, and the other one says, hey kids, refer a friend to Blindbox Comics. So basically the promo for the winter. I would still say the Snow Job Says is pretty funny. Interesting that they included it. Not necessarily a horrible thing, but whatever. Next we've got Jacked. It's a new Vertigo series. Vertigo is going through really, really cool resurgence right now. A lot of great comics coming out. This is one of it. It's about a dude who basically takes pills and gets superpowers is kind of a way to describe it. I really liked the first issue. I think there was a lot of potential there. This is one I enjoyed. So far, though, I don't own The Goddamned. I've read digital copy. I mean, I own a digital copy. I don't have a physical copy. Jack, I have a physical copy. James Bond, I do not have. James Bond Dynamite is doing a new series. I guess you pronounce it Verger. We'll go ahead and call it V'ger after Star Trek. I mean, it's James Bond. If you like James Bond, you're probably going to dig the comic series. It's a different take on the character. He's not quite James Bond that you know. Huck. Loved Huck. It's Mark Millar. Raphael Albuquerque is an amazing artist. Mark Millar has been kind of growing up lately, and this is one of the series that is going. It's a very innocent take on kind of the superhero genre. I'm liking it so far. 2 issues in. I actually don't own a copy, but I own a digital copy. Batman Europa, I actually just read my copy of this last night. Batman and Joker basically poisoned and they have to work together to stay alive. They got a week to live. Really, actually great series. Taken a really long time to come out. Cassia, Azarella, Comunicolo, Lee, Sinclair, some big names on this one. Great series. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's 2 issues out. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you're a TMNT fan, you should be checking out IDW's comics. It's number 52. Yeah, I mean, it's TMNT. I'm enjoying it. They've been doing actually, I think, a really solid job on the series. We actually don't own this one. So out of these comics, physical copies, I only own 2 of. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 6 comics, I own 2 of them. So that's not too bad. The rest I've read digitally. So, you know, take it for what it is. So far, that aspect of it, I get so much as is. There's very little that would excite me. I'm hoping that they go even more hardcore in the comics. Not really hardcore, but more indie in comics. And I might start seeing stuff that I wouldn't expect. I think this type of service would do a boost, a major boost, to the indie comics, indie comic sellers. They could actually make or break a few of them. This is the variant. We've got an action figure variant. It's TMNT number 50. This is Blindbox 50. I don't know which issue this is. 50, 51, 52 maybe? I don't know. It's actually not easy to find what number this is. Whatever. It's a really cool comic. I dig it. I like it. I think it's a really cool cover. There's a reason I signed up. Here we go. So this is on the back. They give you this nice little printout. This month's blind variant TMNT number 52. It is number 52. Kooky how they give you another copy of number 52. This is Wave 1. They introduced Wave 1 of their TMNT action figure covers by Robert Atkins. There's 3 different covers. The Leonardo one, which is, this one has an edition of 1,000. There's an April O'Neil one, which is an edition of 500, and a vintage Leonardo, which is edition of 100. All orders are randomly filled, so who will be lucky enough to land the vintage Leonardo? So that's one thing I have to say that's kind of cool, and I like about the series. The comics is their variants aren't just variants. You just don't get one. They have a whole bunch of different variants. And they're randomly inserted, so you can get one, one that was of 1,000, one of 500, and one of 100. So no matter what, an edition of 1,000 is pretty small, so that's kind of cool. If you're a variant person, you really, really like variants, definitely go that route. I mean, it's worth getting that alone. They say next month there's getting 5 new all-monthly selections, and the first entry in the G.I. Joe trading card series of covers, which I'm really, really looking forward to. I think that's going to be pretty cool. So overall, I'm going to say, I think it's a great service if you're a comic collector. It's one that you really should check out. Blindbox Comics with the blind variants. I think they do some really, really neat stuff. I might not be continuing the single issues just because I get most of them, so it's not really too great for me. But the variants, I think it's something I'm going to probably keep up with just because I think they're really neat. I'm digging them. Plus, there's something I think there can be some value there as a collector. So overall, this is what you're looking at for Blindbox Comics for this month. I think it's a really cool service. You can get your subscription below. There's a nice link. So check it out if you're into single comics. Of course, there's tons of other services out there that are very similar. So they're all great, really. If you're into comics and want services to deliver comics, there you go. Thanks for watching. This is Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. You can catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. Of course, we're on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all at Graphic Policy. Keep it nice and consistent. Until next time, thanks for watching. Keep it geeky.